Radio Television Bandrai Ipoh, Morning Ipoh with Katie, episode number 14, brings me this incredible, momentous happiness. The opportunity for me to interview and have a conversation with the legendary, musical, iconic, inspirer and influencer. Introducing, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, the one and only Yang Bahagia Dato M.Nasir bin Muhammad, better known as Dato M.Nasir. Good morning, Dato.
Morning to you.
In the meantime, if you are right now in YouTube, the first thing you're supposed to do is to subscribe, to like, and to share with others. This is where, in the world of internet globalization, is for us to bring our viewership to an incredible success. Dato M.Nasir, my first question to you will be about your humble beginnings when you were a child. How did you become inclined in terms of trying to become either an engineer, a professional, a doctor, but you took music as the passion in your heart? How did it all begin?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But when I was young, I was into many things. I thought I wanted to be I was a caddy.
Caddy, oh.
I was a caddy, and I thought I wanted to be a golfer.
Wow, okay.
But it didn't materialize, no. And then I was actively into sports, into football.
Football, okay.
And I was serious in football for a few years. But I paint, I draw.
Oh.
I draw, yeah. So I got into, after my Cambridge, how do you call it?
GCE.
GCE, GCE, yeah.
GCE.
GCE. I got into a technical school.
Oh.
I thought at that time everything was technical, factories and all. But it didn't got into me because I was so interested in the entertainment, films, movies.
Oh, great.
So I punting sekolah because I wanted to watch a big movie at that time. It was in 1972.
Long time ago.
The film Godfather. So I ponteng sekolah and I went to watch Godfather.
Wow. No wonder because of that you became a godfather of music.
No, I just it was
interesting. Yeah.
It was something spiritual for me.
Yes,
something that inspired me to be in the arts, in the entertainment world, may it be a film or anything. But at the same time, I was painting. I was, I draw. I got into art academy.
Oh.
Art academy, yeah, Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts.
Yes, yes.
And I became a painter.
Yeah, but I think Dato, these are the good steps in success where if you are able to know about arts, combining it with music, bringing the passion in, I think today you stand steadfast, as you can see in your music, a combination of genre of music which makes you who you are, so unique. A man of few words, but a man who is so inclined in whatever music. I just want to ask you a question, Dato. When you started as a young kid, what was the type of music element we had? Was it in VHS? Was it in cassette? Was it in CD?
Records.
Records. Oh,
Yeah, records.
piring hitam.
Yeah, records.
Wow, those were the good old days, yes.
Records. And have you seen the pirated records before?
Pirate?
Pirated record.
Oh yeah, of course. Definitely.
Record, like vinyl?
Yes.
Vinyl? Pirated
vinyl.
ones?
Pirated ones. Wow. No,
Have you seen it?
No.
Have you seen it? No.
No.
Yeah.
I've only got those my father had from EMI, Polygram.
But those days were
names.
records.
They were records, yes. Yeah, with the needle, the stylus.
Yeah.
Those are the good old days. Yeah, I wonder the younger generation. They
And
know
after
how.
that, cassettes.
Yeah, cassettes.
Yeah.
If I mention a name, an international singer like Bob Dylan, if you remember about him. what do you
Dylan
know
was
about him?
introduced to me by my brother.
Brother.
My brother, yeah, my
Yes.
brother. My big brother, he bought records because he worked.
Yes.
I was schooling. I was in school, so he worked, and he introduced many good artists. One of them was Dylan.
Yes. Gone with the Wind. I remember, yes.
Not Gone with the Wind, Blowing in the Wind.
Blowing the Wind. That's right. Blowing the Wind.
Blowing.
And
But he didn't introduce Blowing in the Wind. Blowing in the Wind
Wind.
was already popular on radio, but other records. So, and other artists, good ones.
Good ones.
Huh?
Right.
Grammy Awards winning artists, and bands, legendary bands, like Led Zeppelin,
Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
Eagles, and Queen, you know. So I was influenced by that.
Great, great. And what kind of music genre are you very interested in that gives you the passion?
I was so interested in folk music. Folk music. Folk as in American folk music. So the group like CSNY and Bob Dylan, of course, Crosby, Stills and Nash, yeah, folk with modern folk music.
Great. And I find I want to just ask you, what gives you the inspiration, the idea, the creativity when you are writing music? Do you need to be quiet in a place, or do you need to go into the jungles, or do you need to? The inspiration, where does it come from? How does it flow?
I'm trying to understand it myself, but not the way some people think. You, well, to me or for me, I don't know how I was able to write songs. I think I just had it in me.
Yeah. That's why your name is Dato M.Nasir. I've already coined the word Dato M.Nasir. For you, M is Mahaguru, Mahakarya, Mentor, Macho. These are all the names we have for you. And I actually, if you ask me, among all the local singers, you're one of my favorite. Not because you're here, but because your music is so different. A music of genre which is so unique, which is so culture-based and well thought of. And some singers I happen to see, they're a little bit quiet in their performances, but you sing as if you are singing with your heart. This is one thing I believe many singers would like to follow or would like to be inspired. What would be your advice to the younger singers who want to basically begin a singing career? The simple tips, Dato, is required. What do you think they need?
I don't know, through my experience, I wouldn't be able to teach people, I don't know, because if you want to study music, for example, you can go to any music school you want. But to inspire others, I don't know, when I was growing up, I just loved music. My environment was music. And my father, he's like the Quran reciter.
Oh, I see. Interesting, yeah.
He was an imam.
Imam, yeah.
And my mother, she sings, but at home, they both reciter. That means if you recite the Quran and the way you should recite, you must be able to sing. And
agree.
Arts is always there, and they influence me.
Yes. Great.
And then of course others, the environment in the village that I live, and the city that I live, Singapore, at the time. All it happened there first. Before it came here, right? Because it was a big city and cosmopolitan and all. So I guess to listen to everything, listen to it and observe and carefully listen to it,
Right.
you know. And I must say that most of what I listen, it's in me already. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Great. It's great because today, this morning, over the radio television Bandara Ipoh, Morning Ipoh with Katie, we have, of course, a person who's a composer, a musician, a vocalist. He basically can do everything. But let's now take a short break for a short commercial. This is session number 1 for episode number 14 with the legendary, iconic living star, Dato M.Nasir. We join a short while after commercials. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Radio Television Bandara Ipoh, Morning Ipoh with Katie, episode number 14, the second session. Of course, again, with this, you can see it from his eyes, the smile, the incredible vision he had, Dato M.Nasir. And now, Dato, my question will go on to something which is of utmost importance that none of us knew it was coming. That is, as early as March 2020, a little small virus called the COVID came visit us and created a havoc and so much difficulties to the people, to the world, and especially people like us in the events industry, in the music industry, we were badly hit. Dato, what did you actually do during the whole COVID pandemic period?
we were not that prepared, actually. But for me, I was always working at home. I was always working at home before.
Even before the
Even before
pandemic.
COVID.
Yes, yeah.
Because I paint and I write songs at home, and I do my gardening at home.
Wow.
So I was still very active.
Active.
I'm still very active. But I can see there's a lot of problems for the others who's not like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to answer your question, what did I do? The early part of the COVID, there was lockdown and all. I was working at home.
Just working home.
Working at home. I was painting a lot. And in fact, paintings, I was like preparing for a show, for my painting shows, exhibition, I mean. But still, I haven't finished.
Haven't finished?
Yeah,
Wow.
haven't finished. I mean, you may dream of doing things and finishing it, but when you are at that point, maybe you're not inspired. You need to go out, right? But I was able to, after loosening up of the lockdown, I was able to go out a bit, go to the office, talk to people, watch things, right? Listen to things,
Right.
and then paint again.
Wow, I really love the way you put it. That is, you never gave up, and you were already used to working from home.
Yeah.
And because of painting, you were in moderation of planting,
Yeah.
right, and writing music and so forth. So this is definitely something incredible. It's really etched in the history book of music, Dato, that your achievement involved, or maybe you won the Anugerah Bintang, then you also won the Anugerah Juara Lagu, you were also involved in the Best Male Artist several times for many years. And if you put all that in, you also came to a succession where you were conferred the doctorate by University Utara Malaysia. And this to me, Dato, how a person in life who never gave up, who believed in himself, who came up to something where it becomes an inspiration to others. This is definitely, Dato, a fantastic written history. I will call it the living legend. I'm speaking to the living legend over here. This is truly good. But among all the music you have played, you have performed, Dato, the one that still give me goosebumps till today when I listen to it is Mentera Semera Padi. This is a song I find that it is so much incredible thoughts with it, the music which is so incredibly with great beats and so forth, and the way you were wearing it and singing it, talking about how warriors need to be dedicated, to persevere, to be good in life. So this is a good storytelling idea. How on heaven did you come, Dato, with such a composition of music that shook the world?
It was to me.
Yes.
It was natural. It was natural after 30 years, right? The first years was a struggle,
Yes.
and I did it with compositions for other pop music,
Okay.
like for example, Alley Cats and Fly Beats,
Wow.
and then after that with Kembara,
Kembara, yes.
and then after that, Kumpulan Search and Wings.
Wings.
And all, yeah. So, but I continue with my albums, doing my own songs, and I thought I want to change. I want to change the world of our local music,
Yes.
and I thought I did some changes. But for my own personal accomplishment, I think it was natural to come up with that song. After many experiments before that, it got into, I think it was the climax of
Yeah.
my
Your career.
creativity.
Yeah. Great.
But it didn't mean that it finished there. No. But I did others also after that. But my answer was, I think it was natural.
Yeah, great. You mentioned names about Alley Cats, Fly Bait, Search Wings. These are when I was younger. I was basically, in university, I remember. And these are basically the moving force we had. Groups like these that went together to make music in Malaysia, Singapore, Asia, and the world an interesting, incredible place to live in. My next question, Datuk, is you are blessed with 6 children, right? And I know because my parents also have half a dozen, so I feel the burden, okay? And you're always out from the house. You are always on road shows, performing in concerts? How do you balance life between being a musician, an artist, a husband, and a homemaker?
Well, looking back, I think I could not have changed anything. It was like my life was written that way. But I do love my family and my children and my grandchildren. I have four.
Wow.
4 of them.
Oh.
They even followed my footsteps. And became musicians, some of them. And so I just wish them good luck, you know.
Great. Thank you, Dato M.Nasir. We have come to the end of the second session. As we take a short break for the third and final episode, there we ask about why Dato is in Ipoh and his perception of Ipoh city. And this is where we would like you to, don't forget once again, to subscribe, to like, and to share with others, because with that, we're able to bring this elevated, incredible conversation with incredible stars from various industries to a better platform to inspire and to influence others. Relax, stay tuned, and keep smiling.
There is a poem that speaks 1,000 images, one that locks your love in place and catches your dreams and transports you where life is simple and filled with innocence. You bathe in the warm embrace of Mother Nature before taking the path into the belly of the earth and feel the cool air on your face among the time-sculpted walls with eternal love smiling at you from above. You pay solemn respect to an esteemed ancestor and marvel at the way he lived. It is said that love never dies, and you see an enchanting castle replete with spirits that linger gently in the catacombs of your mind. You arrive as a stranger, yet somehow feel that you are part of the rich architectural heritage of the land. Find yourself in that vast landscape of lushness that surrounds you and welcomes you to a flowery garden where every step you take is a lesson in being one with nature. You see a golden dome shimmering under the glare of heaven's eye, testament to the grace and majesty of the Almighty. You run and watch in amazement the delightful behavior of God's creatures. Day turns to night. Nocturnal creatures come out to play and feast. You catch sight of a wondrous lake where locals sway in tune to a silent rhythm. There is also a monument where you catch a glimpse of tradition's past. You step into a sanctuary to pay a visit to a dear old friend and his countless children. Embrace nature as you find yourself beside a peaceful lake surrounded by an ancient rainforest, older than the Amazon. A broad smile crosses your face as you hang in the air, watching a magnificent river gushing down the side of a hill. A splash of crystal clear water refreshes you as you awake on an island. Perched on a rock, you mark the soil with love as an ode to Perak, the land of grace. We love Perak, and so will you.
Radio, television, Bandarai Ipoh. The third session, episode number 14 with Dato M.Nasir.
Yeah.
Dato, right now I would like to focus on the golden opportunity of us Malaysians having you in my hometown called Ipoh. So I was told Dato is here for an incredible musical workshop, a bengkel. Can you please explain, Dato, why you're here?
It's a workshop spearheaded by my company, Luncai Mas Sendirian Berhad,
Right.
together with
Majlis Bandarai
Majlis
Ipoh.
Bandarai Ipoh
That's right.
and Finas. A workshop for the making of a video,
Okay.
a musical video,
Musical video.
and workshop for information about copyrights.
Great. I think this is two incredible elements that is a must. That is how to create a musical video, did you say?
Yeah,
Oh, musical video. Yeah, of course with Datuk's creative idea, you able...
using iPhone or
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, this is following the times.
Yeah.
Gone were the days when they go to the studio, we had to remix, recut and get things done. Now just by sitting in the sofa at home, using an iPhone and your handphones, you're able to do so.
Yeah.
And I think the other one, Dato, which is important is the copyright. I believe many musicians have suffered in the sense that they don't respect the copyright and they do it illegally. And I think it's about time that we respect the musicians, the time taken, the effort. Oh, imagine, why don't you do your own music? Then you try to go and sell it off. It's not easy. So I believe over here, the opportunity for us, that is to respect every copyright, that is the human right that we need to explore, admire, and respect.
Yeah.
My next question, Dato, I'd like to ask and seek your idea. What do you think of Ipoh city from your view?
Ipoh is it's a beautiful city.
Agree.
It has its potential to become an international city. I'm in the industry for more than 40 years.
Wow.
And I've been here for many times. From the earliest time I was, that the development is fantastic. And I know every time I came here, I know about the nasi ganja.
Okay. Nasi kandar, okay.
Nasi kanda and ganja.
And ganja, that's right, two in one, yeah.
I don't know
Well
whether
said.
I can say that
Yes,
on
exactly.
camera.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's what is being referred to, though. Yes.
But what others, the historical aspect and the coolness of the city. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not as busy as other cities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thank you, Dato, for explaining in a very correct way the food, the culture, and the arts. And I hope, Dato, you can have more effort to come to Ipoh. Okay, get this as your second home. Maybe come drop by,
Yeah.
chat with them, because this is the place where I think you'll be able to get the creativity of how to maybe plan your next musical lyrics. I'm not sure. And now let's talk about future and beyond, Dato. Music those days were a matter of writing. Then you have the musicians, the guitarists, the bass guitar, the drummer.
Yeah.
They play the music together.
Yeah.
But right now, everything is so I do not know what to say, Dato. And sometimes when somebody sends me a music, I think it's more like
The
10%
new
effort.
norm is
The
working at home.
exactly. New norm, working at home.
Working at home,
Maybe
yeah.
they only put in 20% effort, 80% basically comes from whatever they get it from internet. So I do not know what to say, but what do you think
That
with the
is
music?
part of creativity.
Creativity.
Using whatever you have.
Right.
You have to master it, and it is still creativity involved. Yeah.
And what will be your vision or idea of the music industry, just say 5 years from today, 2025, 26, how do you see the industry
It's
moving?
The industry is always changing, but today it is digital. Yeah, today is YouTube, but I don't know. 5 years, there might be.
Yeah, something else. Yeah, called
Something
double
else.
YouTube or some new YouTube. Yeah, right.
But creativity is still the same. Basic content, there's still, you need to have the artistic idea, that one you have to be very observant and very creative.
I want to thank Dato M.Nasir for the golden nuggets. Today we took home so many information that you can use to inspire yourself from the man, the living legend, who have actually shared with you how we're able to move forward in the music industry. And this is where, if you have the passion, the burning desire, never ever give up. Especially after COVID, like what Dato M.Nasir said, the new norm will require lots of dedication, inspiration, creativity, and perseverance. With that, we have come to the final part of episode 14 and a special conversation with Dato M.Nasir. We will allow all of you to take a break as we bring you the next episode 15. In the meantime, remember to always stay healthy, happy, harmony, and pray for world peace and harmony. Your host, Katie Pillay, together with Dato M.Nasir, saying thank you, terima kasih, 谢谢, mkoisai, mikanandri.